Today I'm unboxing my most expensive PlayStation Vita game ever, so sit back and enjoy. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. My name is Tom and this is Tom's Toys 95. Today I'm unboxing a very special PlayStation Vita video game. Now this is one that I've been after for the longest time. I didn't get it upon release and it's only gone up in price since. It's somewhat stagnated for a little bit and I probably should have picked it up then, and over the last 6 months it seems to have just gone up even more. But not only is the game going up in price, it's a lot harder to find. I've been keeping tabs on it on eBay and the only copies that seem to spring up are Japanese copies, and as a UK PAL collector I want that UK PAL copy. Now I am a massive PlayStation Vita fan. I've got 3 Vita consoles. I've got the original, I've got the Slim, and I also have this awesome Japanese exclusive green one, as I love the colour green, and it's a really nice white and green Vita, and I just love the colourway on that one. That one cost me about £200 from a Facebook Marketplace pickup. I've got the 3 consoles there and I do play my Vita fairly regularly. I haven't played it for a little while since I've got the PlayStation Portal, but over the last decade I have played the Vita a hell of a lot, and I've got a hell of a lot of games as well. So I really wanted this game and it sprung up on eBay about a week ago and it was £220, which was probably about the right price but a little bit more than I wanted to pay. So I was watching it for a little while hoping that I'd get sent an offer, and I didn't. So after about 4 or 5 days I messaged the buyer and basically offered them £200, and they turned it down politely, but they did counter offer with 210. So I snapped their hands off and I took it. I know in CEX this is well over £100 just for this game, and it is the rarest PlayStation Vita game in CEX. So if you follow CEX app and you know how much the prices are, then you probably know what game this is already. Let's unbox it. Now I've taken my address off, however it has been well wrapped, and I did ask the seller to wrap it very well in a cardboard box, because I've had a few games turn up in bubble mailers and they just get crunched and squashed, and to be fair they've wrapped it really well and they put it in a box and bubble wrap and everything, so I'm really happy with how it's turned up. This is a really handy tool, by the way. This is like 50p in a charity shop and it goes in your wallet, and it has like a box opener, bottle opener, a few little handy knickknacks on it, and these are for screws and stuff, so pretty cool. Well packed in the box, we absolutely love to see that. So let's get all this out, let's get it going. Here's the invoice, and I won't spoil what it is, but you can see that was, if it focuses, £209.05. It was expensive. I think the most I've ever spent on one single game was Super Meat Boy, which was, I think, the last limited run PS Vita release, and unfortunately I could only get the collector's edition because I wanted the individual game to put on my collection shelf, and that cost me about £200, so this is £10 more. So definitely the rarest one that I've spent so far. So I'm going to leave that till last because that goes separately from the game and it'll spoil what it is. And this is wrapped really, really well. I'm very impressed. Now, unfortunately, this game is technically sealed, but the outer box has been opened, so the contents, you can see all the contents. But the good thing is for the video is I get to open it and show you what's inside. But unfortunately for me is I actually kind of want to play the game. It looks really cool. And it is sealed, and because it's such a rare and expensive game, I don't know if I can bear to open it, so I may have to look for a digital download copy and buy it off the PlayStation Store. Definitely looking forward to playing this game. I'm really impressed with the wrapping of it, and they've even put it in a little bag as well. So this game was developed by Nippon Ichi and it was published by NIS America. Now NIS America release a lot of anime, JRPG, video games. This is a puzzle platformer and it only contains 4 colours. I think it's grey, black, white and red, and it's about a little girl and she meets this giant who I think she thinks is like an enemy, and they become friends. It's very dark and it's a puzzle platformer with horror elements. That's pretty much all I know about the game. So it came out late in the Vita's life cycle and that's why it's quite rare. It didn't really sell too well, and it was only sold by NIS America on their online store, so it didn't really get a retail public release, and that is why it is the most expensive game in CEX. So as a result, I have been trying to find it for a few years now and I just haven't been able to part with the cash, and I finally decided to pull the trigger when a really nice condition copy appeared on eBay, as I said, opened but mint inside. So really happy to get into it and see what it looks like. Now this got a 75 out of 100 on Metacritic, and it was only released on the PlayStation Vita in terms of consoles, and I think it got a PC Windows release as well. So this is a Rose in the Twilight. So most of you would have already guessed it, but here is the outer box, and as I said, it's opened on top, but it should be nice and minty inside. So let's put that to one side. I might order a box protector for this, as I said, it's so expensive. But here is the game itself. So A Rose in the Twilight, Discover Life Through Death, and NIS America. There's the spine. Very nice sealed condition, no rips or tears. Love that. This, oh, there's actually a bonus keyring which I didn't know. So this is cool. So it's like a phone charm actually. Presumably this is the character you play as. And this is the CD soundtrack. I've heard really good things as well about the soundtrack, so I heard it's a really cool one. So again, it's sealed, so I don't know if I'm going to open it, but I might have to look online or listen to it on YouTube. Apparently the soundtrack on this is really, really good. There's 15 songs in total, and the music is composed by Hajime Sugi. I've probably butchered the name. And then we also obviously got the inside cardboard insert, and then we've also got the visual art book as well. So it comes with 4 things: the art book, the CD, the charm, and the video game. And there's also one other item as well, so there's 5 items inside. This is the visual art book. So as you can see inside, it kind of goes through the colours in the game, and there's only 4 colours supposedly. But it looks a really cool game. So this is actually a stress ball, so it's not a plush. The bag is open, and this is the giant or the creature inside the game. And as you can see, you can squeeze it and stress it, which is pretty cool. So that obviously doesn't fit inside the collector's box, so that is separate. And that is the outer box. Really, really nice condition, and I'm very, very pleased with how it's been sent. Definitely 5-star reviews on eBay for that one. And yeah, that I'm really looking forward to adding that to the collection. So there are 229 UK PAL PS Vita games, and I have 13 left to go. So I'm looking forward to adding that to the shelf. So I'll throw a little bit of footage of me popping it on the shelf, and maybe just quickly going through the Vita games that I do have. And I want to start doing a PlayStation Vita series where I try and hunt down those last 13 titles. Now I'd say at least 10 of them are very rare and very expensive, so those will take some time to find. A lot of them aren't even in stock on CEX, and they're very expensive on eBay, so I'm going to try and find them at CEX stores when they're in stock, and maybe try and travel there or go to gaming markets and try and find them, or some independent game stores. So if anyone is down for that and is a PlayStation Vita fan and wants me to do a series on hunting down those last 13, then please let me know in the comments below. And also let me know what your most expensive PlayStation Vita game is if you are a Vita collector. I suppose the PSP counts as well, so if you collect the PSP, then let me know what your favourite or most expensive games are. But yeah, that is enough for me today. Thank you very much for watching the video, and I hope you enjoy. So here is my A shelf, and the shelf beneath is also full as well. So the only one I'm missing from A and B is A Rose in the Twilight. And I'm very happy to finally say that I have this in my collection. Let's add it to the shelf. Beautiful. So I've tried to map out the 229 throughout the shelf, and any games that I need are, I've left gaps. So this is the rest of it this side. Ignore all the crap in front. So this was a great big heavy hitter for me, £209.05, but one that I'm absolutely buzzing to add to the collection and tick off the list. And that is the rarest PlayStation Vita game in the UK at the moment.